Hi everyone, this is Akash Ranglani. I'm MuleSoft mentor and a certified MuleSoft architect. In this video, we'll discuss about the introduction to cloudhub 2.0 and some features provided by the cloudhub 2.0. So as many of you know that recently MuleSoft announced cloudhub 2.0 as a new way of deploying your APIs. So these are fully managed by the MuleSoft. These are nothing but a lightweight containerized integration platform on cloud. So containers are nothing but a Kubernetes instances. So we can easily deploy our applications on Kubernetes instances, and these instances are highly scalable. We can scale up our services and we can scale down our services with the help of the CloudHub 2.0. Now we'll see for a few of the terminologies in CloudHub 2.0 versus CloudHub 1.0. So in CloudHub 1.0, we have something called public worker cloud, which comes with a public cloud. Anyone can deploy our application and anyone can launch those applications, which is now a shared space in CloudHub 2.0. Now the VPC, that is virtual private cloud, we have in CloudHub 1.0. These are nothing but private spaces in CloudHub 2.0. Previously, in order to increase the worker, we basically increase worker, and increase workers are nothing but in the back it's a EC2 instance. But over here it's a replica which are deployed on the Kubernetes. Previously, we had the dedicated load balancer if we are using the virtual private cloud or VPC. Now it comes with the ingress controller. Now we will see some of the features provided by the CloudHub 2.0. Applications can be deployed in private as well as in shared space. So in CloudHub 2.0, we'll have two types of deployment. One is the private deployment, private space, and then we will have the shared space. Private space is similar to the VPC we have currently in CloudHub, and the shared space are nothing but a location which is shared by the different tenants. All the deployments in CloudHub 2.0 will be container-based isolation. So if you are deploying your applications on two instances, or you can say the two replicas, these are divided. These are basically have different isolation for each container. And this is fully managed by the MuleSoft. We can have more granular vCore allocation, like from 0.1 vCore to 4 vCore. If you want to deploy applications on multiple replicas, we can define with the help of, we can provide vCores according to our requirements. We have total 12 regions supported. So we have North America, South America, EMEA, and APAC. If you want to deploy your applications on a cluster mode for the high availability, you can select number of replicas, minimum 2 or more, and it will automatically create a cluster for your shared space and the private space. Now there are two types of deployment strategies in CloudHub 2.0. One is the rolling update. The second one is the recreate. In rolling update, if you are deploying your application, if you uploaded your jar, the previous jar will be running. Once the new jar is available, it will start the new jar. In recreate, it will stop the previous jar running and it will update a new jar, then it will start the jar. So in this period, there will be a short, you can say, downtime for that. Now the dynamic scaling in CloudHub 2.0. We can scale our APIs with the help of horizontal and vertical scaling with the help of vCores and the replicas. If we want to increase our vCore, that is basically a vertical scaling, and if we are increasing our replicas, that is a horizontal scaling. So multi-tenancy is also supported by the MuleSoft CloudHub 2.0, whether it is in shared or the private space. There are a few features like intelligent healing, where if there is a hardware fail, it will automatically move our tenant to our application to a different tenant, or application crash, it will automatically start my application. So there will be a zero downtime. Now we'll see the architecture of shared space and private space. So shared space are basically other users can deploy into the shared space, but the data is not compromised in that. No one can see others' data. But when we come to the private space, we'll have the private virtual network where we have our Kubernetes instances, and we can, so here you can see there are two mule app divided into we have in a different instances, and there is a cluster for that. Okay, so in shared spaces we don't have any custom domain. We cannot have our custom certificate, TLS certificate in shared space. It supports the multi-tenancy. We can deploy our API in different regions, and it also supports the last mile security. Last mile security is nothing but it's SSL based, so it can accept the SSL request only for the better safety and for better data encryptions and decryptions. Now we come to the private space. Private space supports the custom domain. We can have your custom domain. It supports TLS. We can have the VPN and transient gateway in order to connect with the outer system. So we can have the anypoint VPN, or we can have the transient gateway with the VPC. And it also supports the last mile SSL security, and that is inbuilt. It comes with an inbuilt ingress controller. Previously in cloudhub we had the DLB, that is dedicated load balancer. We don't need to manage now that DLB. It will automatically comes with the ingress controller. Now some of the limitations in cloudhub 2.0. So it supports only 4.3 and 4.4 mule versions. We cannot deploy 4.2 or 4.1 versions in cloudhub 2.0. Anypoint security is not supported by the cloudhub 2.0. Secret manager is still not supported by cloudhub 2.0. Maybe in future they will plan to introduce this. We cannot use the tokenizer service in cloudhub 2.0. We can have 100 private spaces per organization. We cannot have more than 100 private spaces. We can have 10 VPNs within one private space. We can customize 10 custom TLS context in one private spaces. The application size cannot be more than 200 MB. VPC peering and other AWS Connect is not supported in cloudhub 2.0. So we can use the transient gateway, or we can use the VPN. Also, we have the segregation because of the Kubernetes instances. So because of that, it doesn't support the persistent VM queues. It doesn't support the TLS 1.0, and built-in custom notifications is not supported by the cloudhub 2.0. So that's it for this video. In next video, I will explain you how you can deploy your application on cloudhub 2.0. Thank you.